Comics-related madness presents Enter the Cromnyverse, an anthology featuring a little green dude with a bat.
Yeah, listen, it's me, Crom, the world's first real-life internet troll. So there's a whole gang of creators making an anthology starring yours truly. We're talking 15 creators, 13 stories, another 8 folks creating merchandise, all for your entertainment. Indiegogo is the place you want to go to back this glorious project. This anthology features my lovable self crossing over in today's best independent comic books and graphic novels, causing chaos everywhere I go. In addition, we're going to be offering custom painted shoes, black light tapestries, sketch cards, alternate covers, adorable crocheted mini-me's, original art, and sculptures.
Anyway, back at today, only on Indiegogo.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought, with it being such a unique thing, that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. On the first visit, Jack took us into his another room, a separate room, and there were these brown parcels full of artwork piled up, and he said to me, "You draw like I do." We were in the studio for 5 hours, you know, it was fantastic. And there's this, he's got this desk, and everything he's ever drawn has come from this desk. And then I would just go with the flow, and that's what this film is about. It's just a unique film of him.
He says, "I beat you." He says, "They say we came in under the dead heat." He says, "That's not true because I beat you." And the American said, "Well," he says, "if you like to think so," he says, "but I know the real story." He says, I know I clearly won that one." See? Well, Joe is 6'3", and I was a runt. say, from the Lower East Side. And being Joe's partner was an advantage to me because Joe was believable, you know. They would talk to Joe, and the Goodman brothers would get to know him. Martin Goodman owned Marvel at that time. He went to his mother and he says, look, Jackie got a job drawing. He says, they're paying him for it. They're paying him money for drawing. He says, suppose I go with Jackie. He says, and he says, they'll pay me money. He says, I'll draw and they'll pay me money. He said, I'll give the money to you, which we did. We gave it all to our mothers. They called me from Nassau. You know, I lived in Long Island. And they say, would you like to come down and draw these guys in training? I swear, this is not a story. And I said, yes, of course, I'd love to come down. And,
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
Nothing unusual about a 4 a.m. call to a back alley in downtown Kenton. A young woman lying pristine and unmarked on the cold, hard ground. I get to work quickly, but there's not much to go on here. No marks of any kind, no signs of struggle, just a dead Vic in the middle of an alley. And then there's that. Dead body in a dumpster that looks like a grizzly bear has crawled its way out of his stomach.
In a world ravaged by monsters, a new evil has risen, poisoning the land and threatening humanity. Now, the Monster Matador, along with the meanest and baddest kaiju killers, have joined forces to kick its ass. Monster Matador, Afropocalypse.
talking to back there? Hey, yo, it's me and the Richness. And there's some other guy in the backstage, too.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Brum, brum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
The doctor is in, baby. What's up?
I say, what's happening? That's what I say.
Hi,
Rich. I cannot
Rich.
hear you. You are muted, my friend. Rich, you're muted, bro.
Oh, all right.
Okay, there we go. Now we go.
How you doing?
Oh,
well,
my God.
yeah, I had a I had a fucking interesting posting day today. Yeah. Ooh, man. Doc, did you see anything that I showed Pops?
I have literally been at the computer long enough to be here today.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Today was a very interesting day today.
Tell us. Do tell.
Pops, is there any way you can call up that particular image by chance? You don't have to if you don't.
Let's just describe the.
Okay, all right.
You know what
have
I'm
you
saying.
ever seen?
I don't want to give the dude airplay.
Okay, well, I'm not saying his name.
No, I mean,
the only time I'll ever say his name if I say penis.
I don't want to show
So
the title
his name
of
is
his book or
Penis.
any of that, Rich.
The writer's name is Penis, and the artist's name is Testicles. So
they're neighbors.
Pussy and testicle, penis and testicles.
So they're
decided in their infinite wisdom to create a homage, a swipe, complete blatant swipe of Christ of the cover for Crisis of Infinite Earth's number 12. The iconic George Perez cover where all the DC superheroes are fighting the Anti-Monitor. And
holy cow.
Holy fucking cow is right. And not only is this a complete absolute swipe, but even the buildings that George Perez, the late George Perez, drew were put into that fucking illustration. And they pass it off as a homage of his thing. It's not a homage, it is a complete effing swipe. And I just found out from a friend of mine that it turns out they did give a little bit of like a respect thing to George Perez. It's like a homage thing. And I'm like, a homage is one thing. A complete swipe of a cover after the person died less than a week ago.
It's like a week ago, man. Let his work simmer for a while before you steal it.
Yeah, let his body cool first, you know?
I
Like,
mean,
give me
can
a
dude hit room
fucking
temperature, you know, before you...
He's not at George Perez, God rest his soul, but his body is not fucking room temperature yet.
Right.
And these sons of a bitches, they knew he was sick. No, one of the persons told me that he was this was done before he was sick. And I'm like, oh wait, so you've been sitting on this for like a year? This particular cover
waiting for him to die so you can put it on the cover of your book?
Yeah.
That sounds premeditatedly creepy.
You think?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, and I didn't see any dedication. I was fuming. No, not because of like how blatant the swipe was. I mean, that was one of the reasons. But the other reason was like he just died. You know, and it's really, really disgusting to do something like that. Now,
it's disrespectful.
It is. Now, about 3 years ago, I worked on one of the wrestling bio comics from Squared Circle Comics, run by Kevin Laporte and John Crowther. Now, it was the first issue of Bruno Sammartino, and when he was alive, he was really stoked. Like, Bruno Sammartino was really happy about it. It's like, oh, my story is going to get told in comic form. That's great. You know, John, the writer, had a great relationship with Bruno Sammartino.
John's a good dude.
He is a good dude. And, you know, they went back and forth and everything. And on the day that we were going to release that book, he died. We stopped it immediately. We didn't even say a word about it. We stopped it. And I heard about it, and I go, Kevin, what's happening? He's like, we're not going to touch this for 3 months. We're not going to do anything about this for 3 months at all. We're going to let them grieve. Yeah, we're going to let them grieve. If they decide they want to do it, that's great. If by the end of the 3 months, and this is the truth, by the end of the 3 months, if Kevin contacts them and said, would you like us to move ahead? If they said no, the Bruno Sammartino book would never see the light of day ever. And I wouldn't care, neither would he, neither would John, neither would the colorist, no one would. Because it's a simple respect thing. You know, the man's dead. We're not going to exploit him. It just turns out that 2 weeks after his father passed on, his son said, my father would have wanted you to do this, so please do it. And it's not just a cover. It's the entire damn book, the entire series. We drew 2 issues already. And it's like an entire series of his biography. All right, what this is a complete and absolute blatant swipe of every single line that you can think of. Everything. It's except for the big guy's face. It doesn't have like, he just has a nose. That's the extra thing, in normal size eyes. Ooh, artistic license.
See,
yeah.
The artist who do that, I will never say his name. I'm sorry.
My problem is just like you said, though. It's like they didn't give the family time to grieve, nothing with that, and they threw this right back out on everybody's face. Now, the sat on it for a while, like they were waiting for him to pass, makes it even
morbid.
Yeah, it's like we drew this a year ago, and we knew George was going to pass. We were waiting, and that kind of sucks, guys. Now, you'll notice I might be talking about this, but I ain't bringing up nobody's name.
No, neither am I.
I'm not trying to take food off anybody's table, but this needs to be addressed, man. We're gonna, as we get older, we're gonna lose a lot of people, and we got to give them more respect than that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm one of them. You're gonna lose me, so show a little respect.
You got to give them more respect than that, man. You don't just jump right out and cash grab a cover the week after somebody dies.
Yeah, it's pathetic. It's sad. It's pathetic. I know who the artist is. I definitely know who the writer is, as I've definitely interacted with this schmuck. And you've seen some of the messages back and forth with this prick. So,
guys, I'll be right back. I've got somebody at the door.
The funniest part of it was, if you don't like it, don't buy my book. That sounded so familiar. That sounded so familiar,
Oh, my God.
How about you respect the people that came before you, clown?
Yeah.
How about that? Ain't
Well,
got shit
that's
to do with what we think. It has to do with what you did.
oh man, and the son of a bitch afterwards, after I retorted with my colorful response, he was like, "Well, we have an alternate cover that you may like instead of this," and I'm like, "You're trying to sell me your book after you just insulted my intelligence." Holy shit! And that bastard, he even has a picture of him and George Perez arm in arm. I'm like, you grave robbing fuck! Oh my god!
It's one thing to give homage to these
Oh
guys.
man, I
but
need
like
a
I
bath
said, give
now.
their family time to grieve. Don't make it like, come on, it's like the day after Dale Earnhardt died, eBay was flooded with Dale Earnhardt shit. Give these people some respect, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
It's
don't try to
disgusting.
profit off their passing. That's just bullshit. It's hold
disgusting.
on. What was that? Fuck your bullshit. Fuck your bullshit. Fuck your bullshit. You know.
Oh my god. No, it's just too damn funny. It really is. I look at it and I'm like, this is really pathetic. I am blown away. Huh?
Done in bad taste. It really was.
Yeah,
You know?
it was. And I really, I will not say their names, but anybody listening, I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name.
I don't even want to,
no, I'm not even going to say the name of the title. I'm not even
title.
going to say the name of the title.
I don't even want to give his title airplay because it's like, come on, it's in bad taste. You know,
Yes, it is.
mean, it's the art's beautiful if they did that 6 months from now, but the fact that they did it before he passed and then sat on it until he passed, that gives me creepies. Okay, that's like I'm waiting for this guy to die so I can make a buck. That's the kind of feeling I get off that. Okay, so you know.
Oh my god!
Hard to be a
love
fan.
It. Love it.
Hard to be a fan of that.
I love it. It's just, this is humanity at its best. I was just, you sons of bitches, and he had the, oh god. I showed this to a few of my friends, and one of them was like, cunt. without even a hesitation. Another one of my friends, one of my old friends, as in one of my mentors, if you know who I'm talking about, and we're gonna keep his name quiet. He was not pleased either. Trust me. I don't care. I mean, I didn't care one way or the other if he decided to dedicate it or not. It's not a homage. You see, if it's a homage, it's one thing. This was a complete and absolute swipe. And it was done in the worst taste possible. If it was me, I would never have done it. Never. Because that is just plain disrespectful for the people that came before you. And you're not, he's not a groundbreaking comic book producer. He's not someone who's going to be lauded over time for the genius that his stories are.
For all you people that have drawn an homage to somebody who hasn't passed yet, and you're just sitting on it, sit on it for a year after they die. All right?
Yeah.
Not a week. A year.
Yeah.
Okay. Give their, like I said, give their family respect, give their fans respect. Okay. Look, George's stuff should be standing alone as George's stuff for the next year. Nobody's be going, look at my George stuff. You know, it's like, yeah, we understand. He was a great inspiration. You guys love him and everything. Love his family, love him enough and love his family enough to focus on his greatness for a year before you capitalize on his greatness.
Yeah, and his death, Well,
that's what I mean. It's like,
it's disgusting.
Let's focus on the greatness that he was for a little while before we try to profit off the greatness that he was.
Oh my god! I hope I started an avalanche where it's like I hope I do. So
There's going to be
here's the
people
thing.
on both sides of the argument. You know that.
That's true.
There's going to be people
That's
that get
true.
mad at us because we brought it up. It's the same as anything else. Okay.
Give a shit that we brought it up. We're right. I'm right. I don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks.
There's still going to be people that are mad, even though we
Let
didn't
be
out
mad.
the dude,
Listen.
even though we didn't say a name or a book title or anything.
Oh, I'm close.
You know,
You could say water is wet, and somebody's going to get mad and argue with
somebody's
you.
going to get mad.
So who gives a shit?
You know, it's like that's the hyper divided world we live in right now.
Yeah.
They've
It's
made
like
it so
trying
that
to
everything
explain-
is a one side or the other issue.
Yeah, I mean, anybody who bitches to me about that is like bitching to me about how I don't know 81 new pronouns for people these days. So, sorry.
My pronouns are Your Majesty.
Let's see. Pronouns. Me, myself, and I.
Yeah, all three
Grace.
of you.
Your Grace is acceptable.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
But
I'm they. They.
Just because you have voices in your head doesn't mean there's more than one of you, Rich.
We, my precious.
They come at me to eat the dog.
We hates it.
Oh, man.
We hates it, my precious. We.
Crazy day, man. Crazy day.
Precious.
You know, it was 1 year ago today that I declared that it was 1 year ago today that I declared that I aligned with the ideal that was CG.
Yeah.
1 year ago.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, it's like
What
1
do you
year
want? What do you
ago
want?
today
Like
that I
what,
found
is it a
out that
paper gift
people
or
on that
some
side
shit
of the
like
fence
that?
can be just as shitty as people on this side of the fence. There's not supposed to be fences, people. That's the issue.
That is the issue.
We've let the media divide us on every level.
That is true.
If we could all just come to terms with the hard truth that in every single human interaction, there are going to be assholes, and you're not going to like them.
Yep.
And they're not going to like you. Just move the fuck on.
It doesn't mean you got to shit
can
on their
suck a
porch
dick.
and
I don't
fan
give
it.
a fuck about them. They can eat it. They can eat a dick. Eat a bag of dicks.
Look, I just want to promote cool people and good products.
Well, we're never going to
That was
promote
why
those
I aligned
bastards.
with CG, because I enjoyed the products that are coming out of CG. Okay, much better than what I liked coming out of the mainstream, and it's like, okay, I'm there. I like indie comics. Okay, if you watched the show offs last weekend, you saw 4 stacks of indie comics that I showed off during that show, and they weren't all CG.
Right.
I mean, they were good products, comic books, the kind of things I like to promote. Okay. My personal ideals aligned with CG because I don't believe in cancel culture and all the stuff that they told me that they aligned with. Okay. That they don't believe in. But at the same time, it's like the same tactics are used. People are people. Admit it.
Exactly.
People are people, and they do the same shitty things no matter if they're left, right, in the middle, upside down, or backwards. People are fucking people.
This is a true statement. This is a true statement. It's like, let me throw this out there. You'll get this, Pops. On Veterans Day, everybody thanks every veteran, and that's very cool. But amongst ourselves, we veterans go, yeah, I wouldn't be thanking that guy. He was a piece of shit. Because there's assholes in every community.
Yes. And there's times when I'm that asshole. Okay, but that's because people are trying to bring out the best in me.
So you're saying the best in you is the asshole part?
No, I'm saying that's what they did. They're going against their own ideals when they try to bring out the best in me in that way. We're not helping anybody. Okay,
no.
This is supposed to be about helping everybody get seen, get their projects.
People who do the shit that they did, they don't deserve to be seen ever again.
And it's sad that there are those, Rich. It's sad that there's those.
It is. You're right. It is.
I'd love to be able to promote everyone. I'd love to be able to promote everybody.
That's true.
But they got to be nice to me first.
Yeah, that's true too.
Okay, you know, I mean, you got to be cool with me. You can't like be a dick to me and then think I'm gonna be out there telling everybody to back your book. I won't
Rich,
be telling them not to.
what are you sniffing?
I'm sniffing the rubber eraser.
Okay, all right. As
I
long as you
won't
weren't
be
doing an
telling
Amber
them not
Heard.
to back your book. You'll never catch me telling people not to back somebody's book, ever.
Right.
Okay, and this is the difference between me and some of these people that think they're better than me.
I'm so
They
sad.
go out there and they fucking take food off people's plate, and that's
or make money off people's dead corpses. You know.
I mean, there's just
Love
there's
human
no excuse for being shitty.
Yeah. That's just. I'm just saying. You know. I got nothing beyond that.
God, I'm yawning.
It has been an insane day, though. I'm just saying.
Why? What's going on with you, man?
We got a lot of family stuff going on, and
Okay. Cool, I guess.
Tacey's dad has a punctured lung. That's going to have
shit.
to be. He's going to have thoracic surgery to fix it. The worst part is it was caused by the physician who was draining fluid from his lung. He punctured his lung.
Oh, that's good.
And
Holy
then
shit.
my stepfather, who is like a father to me, he was my dad longer than my dad was. He has a diabetic ulceration on his foot that's not healing, and it may have to be amputated. So we're dealing with that. And then my very best friend's father was just diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So it has been hectic.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't say all that to bring anything down. It's just like I needed this little break right here to come on. I popped on with Pops. When was it? Last night or night before?
Yesterday during Lori's
Yeah. Just because I needed a break. Now, what does it say when your life is so fucked up that you come to this crowd to get away from it all?
Well, see, that's why I started doing this, Doc. Was to give people a place to get away from the real world. That's why the madness. I tell people, go, I'm not on Facebook. I'm saying you don't have to be on Facebook. You don't ever have to look at your news feed. Just join the madness. Drop your links there. Promote your stuff there. That's all you got to do. You don't have to get involved in all that other crap. You know?
Right.
I mean, that's what I do. How often do you see me post on my own feed? Compared to in the madness.
Here lately, I wouldn't even know because I haven't
at all hardly. You know, once in a while.
I haven't been in this room longer than an hour. I used to spend 8 to 10 hours a day in here painting, and then when I'm doing comics, I'm in here for hours streaming. I haven't been in this room more than 2 hours and 14 days now.
Why, Rock?
Jesus.
Well, what's up, dude?
That's not long enough. Oh my God.
Say hi.
Oh,
he's got his girlfriend with him. His girlfriend's here too. Luna, where you going? Look at that.
They're gonna do it people style.
You can't even see Come here and show people your face. Oh, Rocky.
I love that dog. I love to hear him talk.
Oh,
I love when dogs like that fucking talk. It's the
there's Luna. You can barely see her, but here's her face.
Hey, Luna.
Hello,
Luna.
beautiful girl.
Pretty girl.
And she is the pit bull that runs the dogs. Don't ever think that the Huskies are controlling this shit. She's
the Huskies control my heart because I love
dog mama. She barks, they listen.
I see. So what was that all about? He usually comes down when he wants something. What was that about?
Well, he just laid down right here. He just
Rocky.
laid down right there.
Rocky, what are you doing?
Everybody's talking to you, dude.
Oh,
hello, Rocky.
Luna comes back. He's still just laying there. He ain't having it. He ain't being a star today, man. He ain't got. I don't know.
I don't blame that dog at all. He's an awesome dog.
He's been working on his novel. He just needed a break.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
So I got the pit bull in my lap instead. You know.
Do we have any guests today?
Huh?
Do we have any guests today?
We have Raven and Sim at 5 and 5:30, and we're going to talk about Doc's book at 4:30, which is almost now. So
almost now.
We're going to grill Doc about his book, Rich.
I almost went too far with spoilers. I did an early morning stream last week with Manicore and Carol's Cookies and some other people, and we really got into the nuts and bolts, the minutia of what's going on in my book. And I'm like, I think I went too far. I think I gave away too much.
You gave away too much?
Yeah, if it was a stream with some of your friends, nobody was watching it.
Yeah, that's I mean, even Pops wasn't there, you know.
Wow.
Look, I tuned in and I seen certain people and I was like, tuned right back.
No. This was a different one from that one.
Well, I seen the one with just you and Carol and Manicore.
Well, that was both of them.
But I also seen one with you and Carol and Manicore and our guy and a few others.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And when I tune into that, I just tune back out because I can't do all that. Fuck you, motherfucker! It's like, man, I can't listen to that shit for 2 hours.
Yeah. I usually don't let that go on for very long. I'm a pretty good host and referee. I say polite things like, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up. Or more of my counselor mode. I'm thinking now would be an ideal opportunity for you to shut the fuck up. Or perhaps this would be a good time to practice shutting the fuck up.
Do you remember when we talked about not talking, motherfucker?
What's up, Chris? Good to see you.
Vengeance is here. We've been here for a half hour. We finally have somebody said something in the chat.
Well, hell, pull up my campaign and we'll talk about it.
If you missed the first 30 minutes of this show, you definitely missed out on, the way it's supposed to be.
Look at my gimpy finger. I can't even salute properly anymore.
Hello, Vengeance.
Did he say gentleman? Are you talking to Doc?
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck he's talking to.
I am always a gentleman.
You see?
Always.
You see?
That's not a gentleman. It's like half the time my hands up down my pants and stuff. So I'm not really a gentleman. Yeah,
Doc.
I run in some pretty polite company. Just saying.
Me and Harry Potter.
I want you to do me a favor, Doc.
Yo.
I want you to go put some new art up on this. Switch it up.
Why don't I do this? Give me a second. I'll go grab some new pages.
No, I was saying on the page, on the sign up page. Put some
I know.
Give people a new taste.
I know, but let me go grab some new pages. I'll be right back.
Sorry, ladies.
Oh, God.
I'm fucking exhausted. I'm so tired.
I'm going to start sending that dude the link and making him come out here and say this shit instead of type it in the chat.
That's cool. You pussy. Say it in my face, fucker.
Rich, are you saving your announcements for CromCon or are you doing any teasers?
I'm saving them for CromCon.
You doing any teasers? What's up?
I will this weekend. I'm going to start. As a matter of fact, there's something I'm going to send you very shortly. And I want to see what you think of it. And there's another thing that I'm going to finish writing over the weekend, or over this week. At least I hope I will. And what the fuck was I going to do? And then I'll send that to you and ask you what you think. And there's going to be a few people that I'm going to send the scripts to see what you think about that, because it's going to involve my baby, and there's going to be a couple other things that I decided that I'm going to touch on a little bit because I need a little bit of different stimuli for a little while. Because as much as I love my initial graphic novel, there's a couple of other ideas that I want to put out there that I feel would be a little bit more time sensitive than what I'm doing here, and then I could just perfect the incantazzi by the time the year ends, or who knows what the fuck is going to happen, because I'm really tired and I'm trying to make sure that I can organize everything the proper way.
Oh my God. Chris says, need different stimulation? Try sitting on your hand until it goes numb and giving yourself a handy J.
No. I did that yesterday.
It's hard to get
3
a grip.
times.
Hard to
3
get
times.
a grip.
I wasn't worried about the grip. It was just flopping around. You know, it felt like I was banging the fat chick that I dated in high school, man. You know.
All right, let me show you some pages here, guys.
It was like a windsock
way over there. This
oh man, it was like a windsock in a hurricane. Jesus Christ! It was like
first let's pull up my campaign and just show the little video, and then we'll show some of the new art. And I would greatly appreciate it if you're watching this later. Head on over to Indiegogo and check out Pariah Blood and Mud. Sign up for the mailing list.
Pariah Blood and Mud. Yeah.
From Christopher Doc Blalock comes a tale of supernatural revenge.
Hey, Shadowhawk.
After witnessing a brutal murder by a Russian mob boss, Elizabeth Payne is hunted down, beaten, assaulted, and left for dead. What they didn't know is that Elizabeth is descended from a centuries-old lineage of powerful witches. And she's back now. She does not want justice. Revenge is not enough. It's blood she's after, and there's no depth to it she won't sink, no price she will not pay to get it.
Revenge, the sweetest morsel to the mouth that ever was cooked in hell.
From Throwback Studios. Published by DarkGift Comics. Pariah, Blood and Mud. Sign up today. Only on Indiegogo.
Only on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
What's up, Shadowhawk? So, keeping in mind that this is a revenge story, I have in my nicotine stained fingers here the first passes on one of the current kills that Elizabeth is doing. So, let's take a quick looky here. So, this poor fucker right here.
This poor fucker right here.
He must die.
This
So,
poor ugly bastard.
So he's talking to the bouncer, get some of these whores upstairs to the boss, blah, 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 blah,
yes.
blah. I'm going out for a smoke. So he heads down the alley and is, what the fuck is that? Rah! Oh. Ah!
Oh, no, Ray!
The next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. So the next thing you know,
oh God!
Oh, dude, buddy is trussed up, ready for some vengeance to happen.
That is beautifully gross.
Thank you.
Holy shit, dude!
You modeled those legs after Rich, didn't you?
Yeah, he did. That and the lack of penis too, because it's not there.
So he's waking up, and He tries to talk some tough smack, and then whooshing, the knife comes out.
Yeah.
Now, here's the
In the
thing.
cement pond.
She, Elizabeth has this thing where she talks to the golem, and you don't know if the reader doesn't know if she has a psychic link to it, or if she's just gone a little bit crazy. But the golem says to her, in her mind, we don't hear his words. Let me take this from a different way. She responds to what she thinks she hears by saying, yes, I know a knife isn't a very creative way to kill him. And of course I'm going to gut him. The magic comes in that I'm going to keep him alive for exactly as long as I went through being raped with his guts hanging out on the floor. So she's going to eviscerate his ass, and he will still be alive when the police show up. Totally unsavable. But fucking dead as a doornail and screaming about it. Ah!
I think I dated her, Doc.
Yeah, you know.
I think I dated her. I really do.
The lesson.
I married her. Not this one, the one before.
The lesson being, of course, don't fuck with Elizabeth. Now, she goes through ladies and gentlemen, she goes through a crisis of morality and sanity when she has a relationship with a gentleman. And so she takes a time out from her incessant serial killing, because that's what she is, a supernatural serial killer.
Nice.
And she goes to a park and she sees mothers and their children playing in the park. And she wonders if she can have that in her life. Is this possible for me? Can I let it go? And then she says just out loud, no. Killing these motherfuckers is all there is in her life. And so she's straddling that line between moral and amoral, between sane and insane. But the killings must go on. The killings must continue.
They must. They must. When does this start? As he drinks his coffee.
When does what start?
Your campaign.
I don't know about the launch date. We're over the 1/3 mark on the pages right now.
Okay.
But you know this, Rich, from back in the day. A page a day is what was expected out of you, or more because of the deadlines.
Depending.
Yeah, and well, that was always mine. I always had you got 22 days to crank this shit out, and then the next script showed up, and I started working at that speed when I started this book, and then I realized I'm the only person who can put a deadline on myself. So how about I slow down and do the very best art I can do?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
So that's what I've done, and it's coming along great. Still getting a page every 2 days, but I'm doing 3 passes of inks on each one: the line ink, the hard contrast, and then the grayscales.
Okay, that's awesome.
And I'm really in that groove now. Yeah, I know. Somebody married Rich. Holy cow.
I had to bribe her with my dick, and it didn't work. So I had to bribe her with more of my dick. It still didn't fucking work.
But let me show you this. I'll share my screen.
I gotta share your screen, please.
Rick went trolling. That's what happened. He went trolling.
Yeah, I did.
Gotta find it here. We have our real life model for Elizabeth.
Ooh, what's her name?
Well, I'm not going to mention her name until she signs the contract.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me share screen here. Now I happen to know she's going to sign it.
Okay, that's cool.
So we'll allow that.
Sorry for yawning, man. I'm tired as fuck.
No worries.
All right.
So Pops, whenever you get ready. So let's embiggenate that.
Ooh, she's gorgeous.
This is the lovely Elizabeth Payne.
Oh, she's lovely. Hello. Good morning. She's beautiful.
Yes, she
Ooh,
is.
I love that look. She's gorgeous.
Now, here's the thing.
What?
I already kind of knew I wanted her to model for the merchandise that'll go with the campaign, and
Okay.
think about maybe a calendar where there's a drawing and a photo of her in that same pose.
Yeah.
But what sealed the deal, ladies and gentlemen, was as I was telling her the story in depth, far more than I've revealed online about Elizabeth's story. I asked her, if you were a witch and you had these powers and this was done to you, how would you kill one of these guys? And the look that came over her face when she started thinking about it, I was like, holy shit, that's Elizabeth Payne right there. So
awesome.
There she is.
Awesome, man. I'm excited for this. I will sign up, so I will be immediately one of your backers immediately, because fuck that, man. That's a fucking... I gotta see her cut off that guy's wee and feed it to him or some shit like that. It's like, here, look, have some finger food.
It's the poor coroner where she's at that's just really going through it. It's like, how is this even possible? How does this even happen? Some pretty unique kills.
Oh God, I'm so sorry that I yawned again. I'm
no worries.
Tired, man. I keep saying I'm tired.
And a massive surprise ending, huge. Only 3 people know it, and all 3 have freaked the hell out when I told them the ending. So looking forward to this.
I don't want to know. I want to be surprised.
Yeah, this is the thing, Rich, and you got to tell me if you've ever been here.
What?
I don't want to draw the end until the end, because if I do, I'll lose all motivation to do the rest.
Yep.
It'll be like, I've done the end now. Yeah. Hey, Steven. Pops, what are you doing?
I'm working. What are you doing?
Oh, hey, Stephen Brown Art.
I'm shilling just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm just doing what I do, man.
Doing what I do. And of course, this will be on the campaign as well.
Let me see. What the fuck? Why? Why?
Because you know somebody's gonna want it, you big sexy hunk.
Oh my fucking fuck. I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it.
And since my campaign ain't gonna get nowhere near enough to make you rip stuff off, we're gonna get you to do it somewhere else anyway.
Oh my God in heaven. Oh man.
Oh
my God.
Sorry.
I absolutely, holy shit. That's just fucking, that was painful as fuck. I will not forget that.
Do you, after doing that, do you go to work the next day and go, hey guys, guess what I did?
No. Well, this is the UK, so it's like, oh, you cheeky bastard, you touched your nipples. And it's like, oh, that's something I did a couple of days ago during tea time. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, what time is tea time?
Usually around 6.
Okay, all right.
It's
that's when everyone come in for work, and then they go to tea time, which is dinner.
It's whatever time I can get out on the course. When I call the clubhouse and I say, hey, yo, what tea times you got available? And they say, you can get out at 2:10, then we're doing tea time at 2:10, baby.
Yeah, exactly. It's tea time somewhere, you know.
I always thought that tea time was something to hold you over between lunch and dinner. So like halfway
That's
between
more,
dinner.
well, yeah, I think that maybe it is. I don't fucking know.
Rich is American. Why are you asking him English questions?
Yeah, why are you asking me English shit?
Because you're in England.
I still have yet to ride the fucking underground. And my lady was like, "Dude, don't go down there. It's disgusting." And I'm like, "Fuck that noise."
Well, have you ridden a double decker?
No, it's yeah, yay. You wonder half the time you're gonna tip over and shit. It's just like, all right. Especially if you have a bunch of fat people sitting on the top of the
one
fucking
side
thing.
on the top.
Yeah, I know. It's like all the fat people sit
Everybody
on the
lean!
Balance out.
Yeah, it's like the movie. It's like the movie Speed when they're going really fast, but they ain't because they're just fat bastards because they can't fucking go that fast on that bus. And it's like, oh, I don't want to eat them because my fish and chips are going to go on the wayside. And it's just like, oh shit,
But I mean, your lady's telling you don't go down there. It's disgusting. Did you tell her you had been on a New York subway?
Yeah. What the fuck? It's a the New York subway where it smells like pee. Half of the fucking stuff smell like piss, and the other smells like drunken hobo piss. You know, it's just like there's different aromas of piss. Yeah, there's different aromas of piss, believe it or not, and you can tell who's had oranges and who's had rum.
Stale piss, fresh piss.
Yeah.
A little whiff of crack smoke in the air. You know.
Yeah, that's always fun. And don't forget the occasional homeless guy masturbating on the fucking train station.
Yes.
Just like he's like sees this girl, he's like, and it's like that's it. It's like, all right.
Hey, Bob, how's it going this morning? Holding it down over there. Good man. Good man.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, Quinn? The Cromverskeeters.
The Cromversketeers.
Oh man.
One for all and all for one.
Yeah.
It sounds like
I see Bob clocked in earlier today. He's pulling one over there. Linda's over in the corner hitting a vein. Hey, Linda. Good morning.
Oh,
who's Linda? Okay, all right, okay. It's Phantasmagorical, whatever the fuck her name is there.
No.
She's not there, huh?
Leave Fanta alone.
She mods that Umbrella Guys channel, and they're still doing the Amber Heard trial, so she's probably over there modding on his channel because
Hey, Ninja, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Ninja?
Hey, Ninja.
Hail the Q Continuum.
Hail the Q Continuum.
Man. If you missed the first half hour of this show, you might want to go back and watch it later.
Yeah.
So to wrap up my pitch, we're looking at hopefully 70 pages.
70, okay, that's ambitious.
Divided into chapters, but all released in one graphic novel. It will be prestige format. I will do a stretch goal for color, but it's going to be a huge stretch goal because I really like it black and white. You got to pay for the color. Plus, I really like it black and white. I will be hand painting. I am a painter. I'll be painting portrait cards of 4 of the main characters. Those will be available, and there are going to be a series of, or I should say a handful of trading cards, one of which is exclusive to those who sign up now, but back it later. So there you go. There's the whole pitch.
Sign up now, but back it later.
There will be a black light tapestry.
Ooh, boy. That's awesome.
Cool.
I am very happy. I am very fucking proud of you, man. I can't wait to see this thing all the way up there. I mean,
same. I'm excited. But I did all of this just so I could get the tapestry.
Let me know if you need a pinup.
I will absolutely do that. Do that.
If you want one, whatever.
I was thinking for the calendar, I would get several artists to do the poses, and then of course our model will be mirroring those poses and the costumes.
So Doc, yesterday you missed our open draw streak.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did.
We had a special guest.
Who did we have?
We had Raven Monroe.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did.
No, we did not.
And she's coming here in 10 minutes. Are you ready? You get to talk to Raven, dude.
I don't
My
know.
ass is
I
gonna
was
my
just
ass is
here
gonna
to.
go to sleep in a few minutes.
I
I
was
already
just here
talked
to
to
show
Raven,
my
so
book.
I'm good.
I was just here to show my book, man. What are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
Oh,
I didn't know what I was
Sweet.
doing, Rich. I got a DM from Pop said, "You got to be here." Blah blah blah. Here's the link. I'm like, okay.
I said, Monday Madness, you got to be here.
Oh God. Speaking of being here, I'm falling asleep. I gotta go.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
know.
get the hell out of here.
You said you were good for the first hour. I got you. You're
Yeah.
all good,
I
bro.
will talk to you guys again.
We'll see you tomorrow when you're waiting for the bus or waiting for the train.
Whatever the fuck it is. All right. I'm gonna talk to you cats later.
All right, Rich. Be good, brother.
Bye.
On with the show. This is it. Do 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 root to do. Dude, I can show you the black light tapestry art. Let me pull that up real quick, like if I can.
Whoa.
On with the show. This is it. Let's see. Is it there? No, it's not in that file. Is it
Literally tight, Richie, bitch.
in that file? No, it's not in that file.
You know, that's what I hate about computers. Even if I name the files, I still can't remember what's in what file. So what fucking difference does it make?
Exactly. Here it is. Here it is. Let me share the screen here. Share screen. Share screen. I hate that you have to tell this thing 3 times. There we go.
Oh yeah.
So this is the black light tapestry for Pariah Blood and Mud. The neon colors are so it'll glow for you. If I don't change my mind and do something better.
I get it. So everything's pretty much the same around here, Doc.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
A little more show, a little more golf, a little more of this, a little more of that. You know, just keep. It's like I said, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. This is what I do. Okay.
Just get by with a little help from your friends and the devil's lettuce.
This this is what I do, though. Okay, I'm not a. I don't want to be a campaign manager or a artist or a writer or any of that. That was never my intention. Being a character in a book was fun. Back in Mojo Risen, that was fun. You know, but this is what I do. I talk about everybody else's stuff.
Well, you're
and
in my
I'm
book
way
too.
better at talking about your stuff than I am talking about my stuff.
You're in my book too, and I bucked on you. You're not going to have your hat.
Oh, dude.
Sorry. Artist privilege.
You know why I like the hat? I'm going to be honest with you. You know why I like the hat?
Tell me why.
Because everybody draws me with this huge receding hairline. The hat eliminates that. See?
I'll give you a little widow's peak.
No, I had that when I was young. That wasn't no fun either.
I'll give you a widow's peak. You'll be all right.
Little Eddie Munster looking thing.
Listen,
Elvis curl, right?
I'm just going to tell you, the second I saw a little bit receding, I went, meow, and that's it. Never again. And I've never regretted it. I don't have bad hair days, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't either.
Yeah, whatever.
Bad hair days, put on a hat. Hat back.
The only thing you have to do, if you go for the big, the bad, the bold, and the beautiful, is you got to make sure not to wear hats when you go outdoors so you get a tan on your dome.
There's too many lumps and scars on my head, dude.
Okay, Lumpy.
Too many lumps and scars. You don't want to see what's under that hair. I'm just saying.
All right, so where's Raven?
She said she'd be here about 5 o'clock, and that's what time she's supposed to be here. And I already heard from her, so it's all good.
All right.
Ponshu, the art of Ponshu. There's 4 days left, you guys. And yeah, it's awesome. It's on Kickstarter. it's over 8,000. The goal was 5,000. She got 121 backers, and she's kicking ass.
Nice. I love to see people succeed.
That's why I do this. Look, the other day when Lori's when she was on our show last week and she had like 84 backers and she was at like 4,700, and I was like, man, she's got a week left, you guys. I want to see 100 backers. I want to see her get over 100 backers and get over 5K. And before the show started yesterday, which is what I asked for, I said before the countdown, I'd like her to get to that point, and she was. And then, I sent her a message like an hour before her appearance, and I was like, 100 backers, right on. Let's go get you some more. And I think she ended up with 107. Death Pusher got in like right under the wire because it was 106, and then it was over. And then when we looked, there was 107.
Nice.
And he was like, yeah, I got him right under the wire. But, that's why we do this, man. When I saw that she was funded, it was, yes, funded. When I saw that she went over the benchmark that I wanted to see it get to, yes, we made it over that benchmark. I go out and post about this stuff because I get excited when people succeed.
That's awesome.
Especially nice people.
Yes. Yeah, I should amend that by saying I don't like it when assholes succeed.
Well, I mean, I don't care. They can.
I don't like it. I'm
just not going to be part of that promotional process.
I want assholes to go sit in the corner and think about what they did, so they can stop being assholes.
Well, but at the same time, like I said, I just don't want to be part of that promotional process.
Oh, I understand. But you got to, this is my macro. People thought we were mean back in the 70s and the 80s.
These people couldn't have dealt with me when I was young.
They thought we were mean in the 70s and the 80s because we bullied people. No, it was for their own good and the good of society. If you acted like these kids act today, back in my day, you get your ass beat at least once a week until all of a sudden you learn something. And you went, oh, maybe I'm not a unicorn. Maybe I shouldn't have pink hair and pronouns because I get my ass beat every day for this shit.
It's like they switched it up, okay? And they created a lot of victims, okay? No bullying means everybody's a victim.
Yes. And no bullying means, by the way, today, it means don't correct somebody if they're wrong.
You can't say anything or you're a bully.
Yeah.
I mean, all it did was create more victims. When they started this, you can't check people for being out of line.
Yep.
Okay.
And see, back in our day,
then they get entitled, and when they get entitled, they think it's okay to do whatever they want. And when they do whatever they want, they end up getting checked.
Yeah.
And they can't take it because they're perennial victims.
Back in our day,
raised as victims.
We took to high school with us the same thing our parents said to us. I'm gonna give you something to cry about. You want to be a victim? Come here.
I'm
gonna hand you a beating, but this is for your own good. Just know, this is with love. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Mm-hmm. Look, my parents whooped my ass a lot when I was a kid. I don't hate my parents.
Dude, my dad was a principal, so I got whooped at school and I got whooped again at home by the dad. The principal got me, and then the dad got me.
Oh yeah, back in our day, that's another thing y'all escaped. You didn't have to worry about that fucking 1-inch thick wooden panel that fucking gorilla gym teacher was about to whoop your ass with because you got out of line at school.
Well, my dad, I signed my own deficiency slip saying I was going to fail this class. I signed it myself, turned it in. Of course I got caught. This is in the fifth grade. My dad was principal at the junior high school, and I saw the car coming down the driveway to the school. And I went, oh no.
Oh no.
So he took me into an empty classroom and he beat my ass until it fell off. My ass just fell off and he was beating it on the ground. And, the whole school thought that there was a slaughter happening. Yeah, it was bad. But in fairness,
But see, everybody could face that same fate if you got out of line at school.
yes,
Back
yes,
when we were kids. When we were kids, you could get your ass beat at school. Okay, which taught you to respect the people you were talking to at school.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, you already knew you could get your ass beat at home, but
yeah.
back then you could get your ass beat at school.
We had a teacher in high school. He went to go break up a fight, and this guy was huge. We called him Snow Beast, and because he was pale white hair, but young. He wasn't old,
That's racist.
and he was huge. And two football players got in a fight in the hall, and he went to go break them up, and one of them hit him.
Oh shit!
He picked that kid up and body slammed him in the hall, and said, "Have you lost your mind?" Nothing happened because
Kid lost
cause and
his
effect.
mind.
Cause and effect.
Yeah, we they didn't. Our parents would embarrass the fuck out of us, and that's what taught us how to act. And
Also,
that's what taught us when we weren't acting right. We got fucking checked.
here's a true
We got
story
checked.
too. I learned, by the way, not to run from a whooping from my grandmother. Now, my grandmother was all of 3'9" tall. She was tiny, and she was going to give me a switching. And I said, "No, you're not." Now, I was way younger. I was a toddler. I ran. But my stupid ass was too stupid to run away. I did a lap around the house, and I looked over my shoulder, and she was right behind me, and she caught me, and she wore me out. Well, I didn't find out, y'all, until I was an adult, home on leave from the military. She didn't chase me. She just waited for me to come around the house and caught me. Tore them little legs up. "Don't you run from me."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Running away made it worse. Putting your hands in the way made it worse. Because they go ahead, smack your hands, and then your ass too.
Yeah. Now,
after your hands, oh shit.
When Mama would say, "Move your hands," I remember one time I cracked her up because I said, "We both got a job to do here. I'm trying to block you, and you're trying to hit me." And she thought that was so funny she couldn't whoop me no more. She cracked up like, "We both got a job to do here."
Dude, it was crazy. Past Master Dad, I miss Grandma's ass beat.
I'm here to tell you, I'd take one right now to hang out with my grandma again.
You see?
I'd let her whoop me.
We don't hate them people that taught us respect.
Mm-hmm.
We do not hate the people that taught us respect.
That's right. And to not be stupid. To be stupid. To not be stupid. No, you can't have pink hair and call yourself a unicorn and come up with some made up pronouns and think that everybody's going to be okay. No, in the 80s and the 70s, you'd have got your ass beat until that behavior corrected itself.
Are you ready, Doc?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Are you all ready? We're going to change the subject.
Are you ready?
Way more fun than getting beat up by your gym school teacher. Woohoo! I'm ready.
What? Getting beat up? Who's getting beat up?
We were talking about how they had,
ass whoopings.
Real punishment when we were kids at school.
Oh no.
They could get the paddle out and take it to you if you got out of line in school. And then you get home and your dad would get you too. So,
That's a double whammy. That's no fun for anyone. No, thank you.
They would beat your ass until your ass just fell off. And your ass would just give up and fall. Lay on the ground, and they would keep beating it.
We talk about how we respect those people that taught us respect.
I just went through Marine Corps training, and that's where I got my butt handed to me. So.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps for a hot minute there.
Were you?
Operator. Yeah, I was stationed in 171 Iwakuni, Japan.
I was Fleet Marine Force, 2nd Marine Division, as a hospital corpsman.
Oh, nice.
So, and by the way, stationed on Parris Island twice.
Oh, no, not with the sand fleas, no.
Yeah, man, that's my home. I love it. The smell of CS gas and bug repellent. Well, Semper Fi, devil dog.
Do or die, they say. Do or die.
There you go.
That's awesome. Nice to meet a fellow Marine here today. That's awesome.
Yeah. Just what Past Master Dan said. Go back, Ponchu, right now.
Hey, thank you so much.
While you're checking it out, we're going to let her talk about it.
Oh, boy. Okay. So, Ponchu is the love of my life.
Hold up.
There is.
See that?
It's my guy. Ponshu came about from a series of bad days and then one really good day. And if you are creative as well, maybe you can relate to the feeling of just kind of being in total despair for a while, getting your pants handed to you by life, and then you have one really good day, and you get all the creativity rushed into you at once, and that is what spawned Little Ponshu, was the one good day. And since then, every day's been a good day. It's been kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get it all. I'm all black with my tattoos. That's all I'll ever do.
What do you got there?
I've got this is Tomi from Junji Ito. This is it's all backwards. This is from Blue Period. It says how do I turn that into art? And then on my elbow is Itachi from Naruto after he killed his clan, which was a very dramatic scene and what got me into anime to begin with. So
left shoulder.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, and then this is Snake holding a drawing pen, the one that I use for my art. This one.
Okay. All right. All right.
Snake with a pen, and then drawing itself into existence. And then this is my dog Max, as a demon with a spider lily inside of him. And then these three skulls here represent me and my little brothers. And my artist named them Meanie, Miney, and Mo. And Mo is my favorite.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So that's my ink.
Rock on. Rock on. What? No Marine Corps tats? No Westpac?
No, I didn't feel that I had the right to get a Marine Corps tat. I didn't get to do a full contract, so I have secondhand guilt from that. So I don't feel I have the right, which is unfortunate.
All right. All right. We'll allow.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, look, you earned your Eagle Globe and Anchor.
Hold up. You got on a ship and you went west. You're Westpac. Okay.
Yep. You're Westpac.
Westpac. All right.
I'm just saying, if you got on a ship and you went west, you're Westpac.
I was never on a ship. I was always on a flight line, which I know it's less exciting. I was stuck to the land, but I got to look at the air, which was ironic. I never saw the sea part of it, unfortunately. No, I saw the Sea of Japan. That was about all I saw, but I never got to go in it besides swimming. So.
All right. I'll talk military all day. Let's talk Ponshu.
Let's do Ponshu. So Ponshu, I started creating illustrations of him in January after coming out of a serious burnout from the past 2 years as a comic artist. And I started pursuing background illustration with a very painterly style. And every illustration I did of Ponshu was done with such positive energy and so much love that I feel like each piece turned out pretty neat. It got a pretty good reception online when I shared it. So I went ahead and compiled all of the Ponshu paintings that I've done since January into one book. And this is actually my first art book ever in my life.
Nice.
It's a little scary. It's also my first plushie ever in my life. So I got to work with a manufacturer the past 2 months to perfect his design. He's even got his little butt square.
Nice.
Yeah, he both sits and stands, and he's got mobility. He can do the splits. He can bust it down if need be. But it's been so cool designing a wholesome character and creating a series of paintings that kind of tell a loose story of his adventures. Ponshu, in and of himself, is a wholesome friend to all who just wants to explore this big, beautiful world that we have. He also has a webtoon that I created while working on this art book where you can follow along with his adventures. It's on webtoon at My Pal Ponshu. It's free to read. New episode coming out tomorrow.
Very cool.
Super exciting. So yeah, that's what this campaign is. That's what Ponshu is. He's just a wholesome little clown guy exploring our world. And he is teeny tiny, and our world is very big. So
let's watch this video and check it out.
No, hold on. I wanted to go back in time. I wanted to go back in time to CromCon number 2, I think.
Oh boy.
And I sent Raven. I had met Raven a long time ago. Okay. Long time ago. And she was working on a different project, and I wanted her to come out, and she couldn't come out because her campaign manager was, well, I don't remember exactly what the deal was, but it
was a whole thing.
Yeah, it was weird, right? But it was like I never forgot Raven. And then I saw her again on Twitter, and it was like, oh my God. And then found out she was friends with some of my friends, and was like, brought her back. And she was so willing to come back and be part of what we were doing. And it was like, because I don't know what the exact details were back then, but I was really disappointed that we didn't get to promote your project.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I can't remember what had happened either, but it's been so cool being on your streams ever since, and it's always been a hoot. We appreciate you, Pops. What you do for this community is a godsend.
I do it because you guys give me stuff to talk about.
Hey.
All right, before you show the video, you guys stall for a minute because.
Okay, you go coffee up. We'll keep talking.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I like promoting everybody. I like getting eyes on what you do. I love telling everybody, yeah, that one's funded. I mean, that's because that's what it's all about. We don't get the books if they don't get the funding, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, I might not go all out after you've made that because I'm talking about somebody else that I'm trying to get funded. You know what I mean? It's it's always a never-ending grind for me to get these books to that goal.
That's all we know is that grind life. I hear ya.
Yeah, so it's I jump from one to the next to the next to the next down the line. But then when I catch the end of a campaign like this one, or like Lori's yesterday, even though you're funded, it's the end. There's still some people that wanted to back this that forgot about it, and they're not paying attention. And that's why we come out and talk about them in the last days.
And it's so good to back in the last days, too, because at this point, we've already hit 3 of our 5 stretch goals, which means that anyone who backs now in these last 4 days is going to get all of those extra awards. They don't have to wait. There's no stress about it. It's I'm getting an extra free poster, 4 more pages, 2 stickers, and a patch, for free. Yeah, that's what everyone's getting for Ponshu right now, which is kind of crazy. Welcome back, Mr. Doc. Oh, the sacred coffee.
Oman, Pani Money Moo.
Who is Raven's target audience?
Basically everyone, all ages. I kind of aim for everyone. My content is open to everyone. There's no politic pushing, no age restrictions, no extremely mature messages. So everything is all ages.
Now, I haven't looked deep enough at this campaign, but are your previous books available?
Unfortunately, no. This is just Ponshu at the moment, but I do have a comic that I'll be releasing in the next month or two.
I'm talking about that one that you just did.
Oh, Cookies and Scream. That's coming out again this October. Every Halloween, we're going to try to release an issue. Maybe more if we can, but definitely October for sure.
Okay, and for people who missed out on that, okay, I got that for the grandkids.
They loved it. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad they liked it. That's awesome.
And they took really, really good care of that comic. It passed between 4 kids.
It survived.
It came back with no corner dings. It came back with no chocolatey smudges. They took such good care of it. When they put it in the bag when they were done, they would put it back in the bag and passed it to the next one. I was like, oh, they're getting it. They're getting it.
CGC would be so proud right now.
Dude, they loved it. They did. So that's why I was asking if it never hurts to put a tier for your previous books if you have
You're
some.
Right. Oh, I wish I thought of that. Darn.
Always make sure people know what you did before and that it's still available. Sell books, baby. Sell books.
You're right, Mr. Pops. You're right, Mr. Pops. I'm goofing over here. Next time, I'm gonna take note. I appreciate you.
There you go. All right, we're gonna play this. You ready, Doc?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
All right. I have to mute myself.
I'll mute myself as well.
I'm not. I'm gonna talk right over the shit. I'm just kidding.
Hey. Oh. I got it. I'm gonna take notes this time, Nana. So, tell me all about him. Oh? Now, who could you possibly mean? Ponshu! Of course, little Ponshu. Mm-hmm. First question, where did he come from? That's the funny thing. No one really knows. Folks in town say that Ponshu always takes his time to enjoy the beauty of life. So I've heard. There have been stories of him watching the sunsets, playing in rain puddles, dancing with the leaves. You know, Someone saw Ponchu using telephone poles as a tightrope one time. We still have no idea where he came from. Oh, but I'll tell you one thing I've picked up on. Ponchu always knows where the beautiful views are and where to find the most kind-hearted people. Maybe start your search in places that make you happy. Does that help?
I think so. I'm gonna find him one day. Huh? No. Have you ever seen Poncho?
Well, funny you should.
I got it.
Ponchu! Get on! Ponchu!
This spring, bring home Ponchu, the little clown, as a 5-inch plush, and join him on his adventures in a beautiful 38-page art book. From comics to paintings, this book is filled to the brim with bright colors and saturated storytelling. Grab yourself a snack and settle into the relaxing world of Ponchu, brought to you by the creator, Raven Monroe, and Rockets Publishing, made possible with your support.
Ta-da.
This is awesome.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
so cute. Was that
Did
all
you
your
do all
art?
that animation? You did all that?
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
Fantastic work.
Thank you so much. I started doing animation again for the first time this year. Originally, when I started doing art, I wanted to become an animator. I even went to school for it. Then my school got shut down, and I thought, well, that's a sign to never do animation again. So I gave up for a long time. And this year, when I started working on Ponchu, I felt so inspired. I said, I'm going to try again. And since then, I've been doing a whole bunch of animations of the little guy, and I put everything I had into that little trailer.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was great work.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
I gotta beg people to do stuff like that for me. So
If you can't have other people do it, you got to do it yourself. And I've always been a one-lady band. So.
wow, that's. I mean, for you to go put that together like that, it's like, for me, it's like, man, I can't even edit a stupid video. That's why I just do live shows.
Took a lot of YouTubing and a month straight of all-nighters. I should be sponsored by Red Bull at this point. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Are you listening, Red Bull? Are you listening?
I sent them an email recently. We'll see. I doubt it, but we'll see. Oh, thank you so much, Dan and appreciate you.
Good stuff. So you've met some stretch goals.
Yeah. Oh, so fortunately, too. The chances of an art book getting funded are always really low, especially for a smaller artist such as myself. So the fact that it even got funded is insane. And the fact that we hit not one, but two, but three stretch goals, like losing my mind over it. And there's still 4 days left. And if we can hit like the next stretch goal, which is 9K, then I get to add 4 more pages to the book, which is insane.
4 more new pages, yo. Guys, you backed it because you like the art. Okay. 4 more pages.
Hey. It's a whole bunch of stuff. And I tried to make all of the tiers really accessible to anyone on any budget. So you can pledge even at the $7 tier and add on whatever you want. The art book, plushies, whatever you want. It's fully customizable. So if there's a certain amount that you're willing to spend, but you don't see it available in a current tier, you can mix and match your own. So
nice.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm digging it. How come I never heard of this, Pops?
Look, man, it's like I promote. I get them out here when I can get them out here, Doc. You know what's up.
Okay, so let's blame Raven then. Raven,
hey, listen, maybe Pops just isn't clowning around enough. That's all
I knew Raven was going to be on. Okay, I'm sure you've been on Shay's show.
Oh yeah. Oh, they were so great. They did the launch. It was so fun.
Exactly. You see, it's like she was already in the circuit, Doc. I didn't. She's
Did
not
Shay
one I
dress
had
up
to
like
bring
Ponshu?
into the circuit.
She dressed up as one of the other clown characters. So Ponshu has like a family of clown friends that I'll be expanding on later. But she dressed up as one of his clown friends, and it was so good. It was so good.
All right, so Pop's always, he reviews the campaign and talks about the campaigns. I talk about the artist.
Mhm.
So let's dig into your head for a minute,
Sounds
because
good.
you just glossed over. I just kind of went through some stuff and I created Ponshu.
Yeah.
Where did Ponshu come from?
Oh, so
Lay it out here.
long story short, not to bring anybody down, there's a happy ending. I have an emotional support animal. His name is Max, and he's a Shiba. All right, so picture this. He's a Shiba. He's in the other room. I won't bug him. But he's this chunky Shiba. He's a very spherical boy, big chunky boy, and he is my world. He's my universe. Raised him since he was a puppy, 3 months old. We've been through hell and back together, and he's my best friend. So in January or in December, I noticed a bump on his head, and I thought, well, that's weird, and it grew really fast. So I was really concerned because I've never had a dog that's lived this long. I grew up in extreme poverty in Arkansas, so I've never seen an animal not get killed by my neighbors. So this is the first time in my life I've ever had a dog live to the age of 6, which is such a big deal to me because now I can afford medical care and I can take care of him and I'm giving him the best life he can possibly have. Hence why he is so rotund. But I was scared out of my mind. I saw this bump and I said, okay, let's take him to the vet, see what's going on. So I take him into our local vet, who also has Shibas. Every time I come in, our Shibas say hi. It's so great. They keep their Shiba in the office. And they looked at him and they told me that there was a perfect 50-50 chance that it was cancer. There's 3 things they do to check, and he fell in the middle of all 3 of those things, which was I'm not a gambling gal. I don't gamble. Most gambling I do is on Kickstarter to try to get a campaign funded. Other than that, I don't risk things. And so I was scared out of my mind. So the day we went in for the checkup, they performed surgery. Like immediately the same day, they were like, we need to get this taken out right away. So I was like, okay, when will we find out about this 50-50? And they said, oh, it could be 2 weeks. I said, 2 weeks? 2 weeks of not knowing. Like, and when you have an animal, you can't explain these things to them. Max is already scared of the vet. Now he doesn't know why he's getting his head cut open, and he doesn't know why I'm crying all the time, and why he's being fed chicken nuggets every other meal. Like he doesn't. All he knows is that he's happy. So it was really depressing because I wish I could have explained to him what was going on, but he had no idea, and he didn't deserve to go through any of it. So for 2 weeks, I was in a complete despair, and utter despair.
Okay.
And that was the bad time before Ponshu. And then 7:00 at night, which is right around the time that my vet's place closes, they call me, and my vet calls me personally, and he's like, Raven, it's Dr. Lee. And I was like, I know who this is. What's going on? I was like, hi, Dr. Lee, how are you? Like, I was scared out of my mind. And I was currently trying to draw at the same time. I was trying to get some work done on a comic I have coming up here soon. And I was in such an art block, I couldn't create anything. I was in such a despair. So I'm sitting here on the phone trying to work and trying to talk at the same time. And it was rough. And the doctor's like, I have good news. I sat everything down. I said, please tell me the good news, doctor. And he's like, it's not cancer. It was just fat. And I was like, yes.
She said, doctor, give me the news.
I was crying and I was a mess. I was like, thank you so much. I'm going to hang up now. Thank you. I hung up and I cried for like an hour. And then I felt such a rush of relief and happiness. And it's hard to explain the pure joy, but it was overwhelming. To the point where I was like, I'm going to draw something for fun for the first time in years. I'm going to draw something that I like, that maybe other people don't like, clowns. And I did. And the first thing I drew was Ponshu, and I have not stopped drawing him since.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. What a good origin story.
Dan says that it reminds him of his favorite childhood book, The Purple Crayon.
That sounds nice. I'll have to look into it. Purple's such a good color.
Yes. Harold and the Purple Crayon by Crockett Johnson, and he says it hoping that Raven might check him out because Ponshu is
Oh, I will have to check it out. That sounds great. Appreciate you.
And we've been joined by our next guest, but you're still good, Raven. You hang out. You know, we're not done yet with you. We're not done with you yet.
Oh.
But everybody say hi to Sim. Y'all know Sim.
My boy Sim, what's up?
Sim.
I didn't want to cut in. So hi, Raven. What's
Hi,
up, the
Sim.
chat?
Now, what is this video of?
Oh, it's a compilation of a bunch of animations of Ponchu that I did. There's no sound. It's just like goofy animations I did with Ponchu in the past couple months.
Well, Sim appreciates animation, so let's check it out.
We are in good company then.
Where'd he go? Come back here.
I have a TikTok channel where I post all these animations.
Hey.
And this is like one of the first ones I ever did of him.
Very cool.
That is great.
So Punchu is like a miniature clown.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
So it's kind of like Riot said, Fred, like an imaginary friend, but he's the tiny little like hamster-sized clown.
Yeah, he's just a tiny little clown exploring our great big world. And there is a little lore that I'll be working on with him shortly, where there's a young boy named Toby, who's in the animated trailer, who is trying to uncover the lore of Ponchu and his clown friends, because there's a whole bunch of clowns scattered across the world that are all trying to bring joy in one form or another. And Toby's trying to get to the bottom of it. Where did they come from? Why are they here? And who is Ponchu? And why is his grandma so obsessed with him? So yeah, that's Ponchu.
Crom wants to play with Ponchu.
That was so cool.
Crom wants to play with Ponchu.
Don't let Ponchu anywhere near Crom.
Crom's a bad influence.
He's a bad influence. Yep.
Crom is a very bad influence.
Yeah, he's already in the strip bar with Zed and Lola Bunny. So just saying,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Listen,
Oh no.
We don't want Crom getting Ponchu all baked. Okay, I'm with you.
Master Dan says Crom shoe.
That's cute. That's really cute.
And
All
I'm
right,
like
now
the French.
somebody's gonna draw that, Raven. I'm just letting you know they
If
always
it
do.
happens, it'll be a great day.
They always do. So just
Crom as a
watch
little
out for
clown.
Crom.
That'd be too cute. Maybe it would make him wholesome, family friendly.
No, I'm sorry. Crom is a horrible, corrupt influence.
See, Past Master Dan says I blame the French. God damn it.
Ah.
It's another way of saying hashtag blame Sim, motherfucker.
Yeah,
no.
Blame Sim. Blame Sim.
It's okay. Hey, hate the guy that speaks multiple languages. You know.
It's a skill. It is an enviable skill.
Cookies and cream. Yes, cookies and scream. You
Yeah.
don't know.
Great chocolate bar.
You guys, you don't know. If you didn't get that book,
Click on
and you have kids or grandkids or munchkins of any kind, get that book. Okay, I'm just saying. They will
I
love you
appreciate
for it, you know. And they'll probably take better care of that book than half the stuff they have in their room already. I'm just saying.
Blows my mind they took such good care of it. That's so heartwarming.
There's a few of them that like disappear out of my drawer every now and then. Like I went looking for Animal Eye one time. I had Cindy on the show and I went looking for her book and it was gone. Because the kids had it upstairs. They was reading it. And it's like, right on. It's
That's
like,
awesome.
that's why we got it, right? So whenever I look over there and I see what's missing, it makes me happy. I get a big old smile. I'm like, yeah, this much reading comics. Actually, my son, my 32-year-old son, almost 32, give him another couple weeks, 32, came down the other day, grabbed the whole box with the Spawn in it. The whole box. Went upstairs.
It's good taste.
You see what I'm saying? It's like we keep the comics rolling around here.
That's the
whole
risk
family.
you take,
Yeah.
Pops. It's the risk you take.
Oh,
Not
no.
for having comics, but for having a
I
family.
wouldn't have a Spawn collection if it wasn't for him.
I know. I learned my lesson when my girl found my freaking Spider-Man issue.
He's the one that likes Spawn. He's the reason we have a Spawn collection.
Did I tell you guys that story? The day I walked in into like dude, I come from the comic book con. Like it was not a Comic Con back then. It was still in like Delta Hotel in Montreal, right? So it was still like small. So I'm like, after a day of like, oh yeah, I'm shopping, I'm having fun. I found a few things. I'm like, I go home And I open my room, and my little brother's in the room there, and he's coloring the first appearance of Punisher, the Spider-Man number, he's coloring it, and I'm like, at least I still have one, right?
He's an aspiring colorist at least.
So he's coloring. He goes, look, I'm coloring your book, and I'm telling myself, at least I still have one. He colored the French edition. I still have the English one, and he cut that one to make a fucking collage, and I'm like, I love you, little bro. I want to kill you. Please get out,
dude.
The patience that you had in that moment.
You look at that Tonka truck on the corner of the house, and you're like, please get away.
You're talking about Amazing Spider-Man 129.
Yeah, it's worth $2,000 a pop. You're like,
yo.
It's one of those moments where you're like, you learn that thin line between I love you so much, but I want to string you like Bart Simpson. Oh.
Yes. I'm sorry. Family be damned, you must die now. Just saying.
Yes, but he's still alive, and he's still my bro. We're still family, I'm
But
sorry
you get to
it
hold
came
it
to
against him
this.
for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I did. And the funniest part, we went to see the movie Coyote Ugly together in freaking Cinepark, like a drive-through cinema, I think it's called for you guys.
Uh-huh.
And we're all sitting in a movie, right, smoking, watching Coyote Ugly. And then the scene where the guy goes into the alley, the girl's following him, thinking he's gonna buy drugs or something. And he's buying a little paper bag. She goes, "You're a fucking drug addict." And he opens the bag, and it's issue number whatever of Spider-Man with the first Punisher appearance. And all I saw was my bro going, "Ooh, oh, I remember that one."
Oh no! Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good.
You know what they say about karma, right?
Yes, absolutely. Look, there you are on screen, bro.
It was hilarious.
Ladies and gents, I got to pop out of here for a little bit. The wife just got home from the doctor, so we're gonna go and catch up on the news and see what's going
He's
on.
gonna go do an examination of his own.
Yeah.
Raven, Simplify.
Simplify, do or die, devil dog friend.
Sim.
Little Doc.
Le bye.
Le bye.
Chat, you guys
I
rock.
understood that.
We'll see you later.
Later.
Cool.
And I like Mastodon is like, lol, pardonnez-moi. Yeah, it's fun to see that, they like to take puns of the fact that I'm also French, but I'm not French, I'm Canadian, so
Oh, very cool.
So it's just fun to see them practice their French there.
Hey, they are learning. They are learning. Eat deliciously. They are learning.
But they're supposed to be putting A behind everything they say, eh?
No, dude, that's not French Canadian, that's Canadian. That's like North Canadian. Like,
Okay,
like,
I'll boot it. I'll boot it up.
That's fun.
In Quebec, there's no A or boot. What you talking about? Dude, I'm telling you, the first fucking time I went to a place and I heard people talk like the freaking guys from South Park, I'm like, holy crap, I thought that was a joke.
It's so jarring.
I know. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I live here, and the first time I hear this, I thought it was just a comedy, like a stereotype or something, like, making fun of the hockey player that say, hey, every freaking 5 seconds because they're, I don't know, shell-shocked.
No, that's so funny, man. That's amazing.
Because they're puck drunk? What?
Because they got hit on the head too much.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
There you go. First, it's a thank you, 129. Thank you, Boss Master Name.
So there's so much cool stuff on this. You guys go over there, check it out. I'm going to drop the link in the chat again. It's in the description, I'm sure. I usually do that. So go check this out, man. You can get drawn in, or you can get a drawing by Raven in your book. All kinds of stuff going on there. I scanned through it. It looks wonderful, Raven. I'm so happy for you. I really am.
Thank you so much. I put my whole heart into this book. Being my first art book, I was really scared. Like I said, oftentimes art books don't bode too well, especially for smaller artists like myself. So I tried to put in as much content as I possibly could, and all the stretch goals include opportunities for even more content, which is, just trying my best to make sure that everyone gets as much as I can possibly give them. So everyone's getting postcards and prints and stickers now and patches now. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You must have
It's insane.
Oh man, it's wonderful. Y'all go check out Ponchu. Back it. Only got a couple days left. Tell your friends. Share this out. Do all that
Back
stuff.
it once, back it twice.
Yeah.
Back it often.
Tell your friends. Tag all your clown
Don't
friends.
forget to grab a copy for Pops so he can have one of those little fluff.
Oh.
He loves those little flush. Like he's a collector. Like I'm telling you, he's not kidding around.
He's got crawl.
Could I have one on each shoulder? That'd be cool.
He's probably gonna do it. He's probably gonna do
like
an
a magnet
episode.
butt, and
He's
just
probably gonna do an episode where they meet up.
Stay.
A Crom
My guy
Ponchu
won't.
crossover.
Here we go. Ta-da. Twinning. We both have little dudes. Yours is just like the polar opposite, very mischievous.
Well, see, that's what he is. He's a mischievous little troll.
He is?
Okay, so another version of the angel and the demon on the shoulder. Got it?
Yes.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah, you could have one on each shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And this is the whole deal right here. Pass that passion on to your kids and your grandkids, whether it's your art, whatever it is you do.
Mm-hmm.
We want to bring the next generation into this happily. You know, we want them to be able to open books that make them smile and laugh, not that make them go, oh my God, the world is falling apart and Superman's not even helping. Yes.
Yeah, wait till my girls get old enough and start taking over the world.
Yeah.
My boys are not interested that much into art.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's all right. What do they like?
The boys?
Yeah, what do they like?
I don't know. They like playing video games at this point.
They appreciate the art of the video games at least, huh?
And see, yes, and they want all the cool skins and all the stuff that somebody drew
Yeah.
for their characters.
But I have to admit though that the younger one likes to cook and is thinking of maybe taking some cooking courses and stuff.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, like come on. If there's one thing a guy needs to know, it's how to cook. Come on.
We're at that time of year where all
it's
four
a
of them
human
are on the
need.
soccer field.
Mm-hmm. I won't say what my grandpa told me, but yeah. If I met when my grandpa, I'll censor myself. My dad used to say, if a man not knowing how to cook, it's like not knowing how to.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
It's good. It's good. We can infer.
No.
Fill in the blank.
Like this.
Fill in the blank.
Yeah.
You don't know for sure you're going to have somebody cooking for you all your life. It's best if you learn to do it young, and then you get to eat good all your life. You know?
Especially here.
Let's
me
just say,
I'm kind of picky.
The best way of saying it, you know how to cook. You can fence for yourself. Otherwise, you just wait on somebody else.
Yeah.
It's like this. Learn to cook so you don't have to pay those exorbitant prices at the restaurants for the good stuff.
Or Uber Eats, the delivery prices. I'm over that. I'm over it. At this
Very
point,
good,
I know my
Master
driving
Dan.
by
Very
me.
good. Very good. Very good, my friend. Very good.
You're not wrong. That's funny.
You got to be able to mix it up, yo.
Creativity in the kitchen is a necessity.
Yeah. Not only that, but look, when you invite a chick out for dinner and you take them out on your balcony and you got the candlelight and everything and you show them what real dinner is, that, you know.
What, you eat candles?
Yes, we eat candles.
Although my husband won me over with pizza.
Burning ones, bro. Burning ones.
I'm just kidding.
No fun if they're not lit. I'm just saying. All right, Sim, what do you got? You want to talk about yours for a little bit before we kill this thing?
You want to talk about mine?
Yeah,
Okay.
No.
Hold on. Let me share my screen. Boom, boom.
Y'all go check out Ponchu. Like I said,
Thank you.
go look at all the tiers. She already told you can make it or break it out however you want. You know, there's no limitation to how you can get the pieces of the puzzle and put them together your own way. So go check out the tiers and get you some Ponchu. I like that. Get you some Ponchu. Good, very good. You can hang out. We're gonna look at
Sounds good.
that verse number 2, I think.
Yeah, I'm just converting the currency from Canadian to US so you guys don't get too confused. So Tales on an Adverse right now, we're in demand. We're at 6,972. So technically, we're like $528 away from unlocking the extra story. And this weekend, I put up the variant cover, the new variant cover there. That hopefully, if I get to sell all those new original art thing, that cover will become a UV spotted cover. So you got the heavy metal, the metal Valkyrie cover here. And here you have for $100, you get original 9x12 art by me, a drawing of Matt and Luani.
Is the book included in that?
Not for $100.
Well, then make it 120 and include a book.
They're
trying to sell books.
They are not shipping the same packages, dude. You have to protect art.
I'm just saying, you're selling books here, bro. You're selling books.
I'm selling books and I'm selling art. Because people want some original art in there.
Oh yeah, I just try and make sure that they get a book too, because I want them telling their friends about my book.
Yeah, it's just trying to manage the price. I would have to create its own little add-on with its own little shipping. So technically, it would be the same price if you backing that original art plus the book. So there's not really. I would still have to ship you the two ship different separately. Get it? Because it's 8x12 art. So I still need to change. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's like you want people telling me. I want people. Yeah, Sim's a great artist. I got this piece of art from him. Yeah, but Sim's a fucking better storyteller. I got this awesome book.
Hey.
You see?
So
I'm fucking with you, bro. You know what?
That's all good. You know me. I'm gonna run that little new edit because my campaign got flagged not too long ago because of you would see a butt shot in the video, so I re-edited it.
It was horrible.
So, and here it is.
Well, dang! Look at that. We got the animation specialists out here tonight. Both of them. We just need paper out here. We'd be all good, huh?
And for people that don't know who Nat is, here's him introducing himself.
I am Nat. I'm a merc for hire. Some call me a rebel, a renegade. Both are accurate. I was illegally created in an experiment by aliens known as the Engineers. I've been living the life of an outlaw since birth. The Federation wants me dead. So we have to make money to stay alive and keep flying. And what's your ETA got? This is Bob, my father, and the droid who was once sent to eliminate me. Great guy. Made me the man I am today. Going in and about to bring the pain on anyone that stands in my way. goodness, please be careful. We just got that shit.
Don't worry, Pops.
And that's a sample from that story in the book.
Nice.
Most excellent.
Mm-hmm. And if you want, I can show you this where there's a little bit more of animation into it.
Sim, you show us whatever you want. That's why you're here, bro. Show them all.
It's time we settle the score. Yeah. It's time we settle the score. Come on. Are you ready? Let's go. I got this hunger inside of me. A vicious vendetta that won't ever let up. It's bringing the fire up out of me. I come alive for the rivalry. I hear the talk, but that ain't enough. I'm about to pull the rug on your bluff. I'm fresh out of mercy, you out of luck. Yeah, I stand on my rep and I back it up.
Hell yeah, I do. You're muted, Pops.
You might not know, but Sim's actually gonna make some episodic.
Yes, I'm actually working on an episode. I want to do it first, an animated episode on my channel. It's part of the funding. I already started working on it.
Looking forward to it, bro.
Oh yeah. And the more I make on the campaign, the more cool stuff I'll make. And right now I'm looking for a way bigger apartment so I can install my 3D printer and start printing the 3D models because I want to start working on that collection of minis and to start that board game for Nadverse.
Oh, a board game? Heck yeah.
Yes. I want to have one of those. Imagine like a tabletop game that you can travel, like people can be on different planets at the same time and still be in space. So it's kind of like a 4D type of chess game, but tabletop.
Nice.
So I'm working on that slowly, but my principal stuff will always be comics followed by animation and then please. And I'm sorry, I'd rather do 2D animation. Like I have a bachelor's degree like in 3D animation. Like I have the training. I don't know. I just like traditional animation better. And I'm drawing frame by frame.
Agreed on that. 2D has just such a charm to it. 3D, mind you, so much skill goes into 3D. A lot of hard work goes into doing 3D animations, absolutely. But there's a certain charm to 2D that just can't get.
There's something that you get, and like that's why I still like to watch those OVA. They grow old well. It's like well done props for movies, enhanced with some digital art, grows better over time in a movie than just digital special effects. Digital special effects, they could be awesome in 1912 and 1992. I mean, like 2012 or something. Yeah. But you go 5 years later, they look like shit. But practical effects, not so much.
Dude, the problem with the stuff that the CGI and all this stuff is it keeps getting more and more detailed, more extreme, and then
yes and no. The biggest problem is people turning everything into McDonald's. Yeah, everybody wants to have everything quick, fast, and this, and then people go, "Why is it shitty?" Because you just want it thrown in a freaking mix in a cookie dough thing, and go, here, eat this, and then you go, yeah, but your burger is stale, doesn't taste that good. The Five Guys burger's better, but go there.
I hear what you're saying, but you cannot beat the 2 burgers for $3 on that menu. That will help you win. That is a struggle meal.
I don't know. I don't know. I have like Crohn, so to me McDonald's a big no-no.
That's fair. I gotta be honest though. Like I love me a good clown. Ronald McDonald has my heart.
I can't eat McDonald's unless
you get the idea. If you try, the thing is they're trying to cut all the work and all the team because 2D animation is very expensive. Good 3D animation is also very expensive. It's one of the things that I got pissed when I was hearing about the Spider-Verse. I'm like, I was like, yay, please do 3D animated movie, but movies that go into theater like they did with Captain Harlock. Nobody went to see it, by the way. It's fucking amazing. But that's the thing is, but then they're trying to bring it to a place like when they did the Spider-Verse thing. There's 12 frames per second. You can see it in the animation. There's no frames. They skip frames. You
It's
see
choppy.
the feet.
It's choppy.
It's choppy. You see the feet gliding on the ground. You're like, dude, those are the first big like 3 no-nos in animation. You do not do it. I stopped caring about 3D animation because they stopped giving a fuck about it. So I'm good.
That's fair.
I'd rather draw my frames.
See, and this is what I was saying.
I'm
It's like,
sorry.
no matter how
I get
good-
passionate sometimes.
I'm with you, man. I'm also a 2D animator, so I hear you. Dude.
No matter how good the stuff gets, they still go back and watch even when they like CGI remaster movies and stuff. I still like the old versions better. Why'd you mess it up?
It's so classic. I don't know. It's so comforting when you see something that's animated in 2D. You know that someone drew each and every individual frame, and there was effort put into each and every individual frame. And I love it. I do. I think it's so personable. You know,
if you look at a lot of movies that have been coming out, especially anime lately, they've been trying to use that 3D model with 2D over it, and it's ugly. It doesn't come off at all.
Hate
But
them.
please, people, if you do not know this, one of my favorite anime companies went almost bankrupt because of that movie, but it's a fucking masterpiece. They invested everything into going back to traditional animation for a movie called Redline.
Redline was so good.
And it's so fucking good.
So good.
It's a fucking masterpiece, and a lot of people don't even fucking know about it. The story, the way that they weaved in a fucking love story without you noticing it and caring about it.
Yes, the writing is good. The animation is over the top.
And the way they wrote it is, if you're a girl, you'll fall for the guy, and if you're a guy, you'll fall for the girl.
And
It's
if
the
you're
chemistry
bisexual, you're
between
screwed both ways. It's so
Yeah,
good.
Exactly. You know, you like the alien guy. I don't know.
And you love them both. That's where I was at. I was like, oh, they're both so beautiful.
But they're amazing. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's the way it's not trying to sell you fall in love. It's not trying to say, hey, this is a love story. It's just like the chemistry
you don't even
of
realize
two
the love
people
story
that are
until the
passionate
end
about
when you're
something.
rooting for it. When you're like,
Yes!
oh, I want this to be a love story. And then they deliver that to you so gently. And it's so beautifully written. Oh, I love this. Sim, you are a man of culture.
I'm like, dude, you got me raving about the fact of how you put a love story in my shit that I love.
This
Like,
was my
you've
action.
done
This
it
was
wrong.
a racing
You've done it right.
movie.
This-
Why is it now romance
Yes,
when it's
dude.
beautiful?
You have to watch this. It's like, remember, like, there's not many movies that pulled off that guy and girl thing. Another one was the Mr. and Mrs. Smith back in the days.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
really
it. That's
good.
the chemistry that they has in there. It's like there's a certain rivalry between two people that are similar passion, but not similar as a person, and that's what they play in it. And even that movie, they play in it. And seriously, you won't even click. They're trying to tell you a love story until the last 15 minutes.
It's so good. It's so good. Both. Of
It's
the
really
movies are
fucking
worth
good.
it.
Okay, where do you watch it at? Amazon or someplace?
It was on Netflix. It was on Amazon for a while. It was on Netflix for a long time. I have
You want to buy it on YouTube.
I had the DVD and the Blu-ray.
Nice.
I love that movie.
Deserves a Blu-ray.
Yeah. Like because of that movie, I changed the design of the bike and that.
Oh,
nice. I was working on the anime. Remember, I told you like I was working on animated in 2009 on Not the Murder. That's how it got created. And he had a bike like the guy in Redline. And when I saw the goddamn movie in 2012, I'm like, I need to switch the bike. And hold on, I don't know if I show it here in the old pages.
Pops, I gotta get heading off of here. But I will be around, so I will holler at you later. All right?
Oh, you bet. What are you doing for your closing? What are you doing for your countdown party? What are you doing?
I don't have. I'm gonna have to. I'll get with Shay on that. I think Shay wanted to do something.
Okay.
So
Just let me know so we can let everybody know.
For
Just
sure,
let
for
me know
sure.
what you're doing.
I'll try to get that information before the end of the day, and make a post about it on my Facebook and on my Twitter, which is @SketchyRaven. That's where I'm at on everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will see you guys around. It's been nice talking to you, Sim. Your project looks dope. I wish you all the success in the world,
Well,
and I will
thank
see you guys later.
Later.
Bye.
And see the bike I was selling.
You, yo, go check it out.
So that's why I changed the design a while back to make it more like this.
That was fun. I like talking to Raven. She's cool. Yes. Yes. And yes, past Master Dan will be there wherever they do her countdown party at. You know it. That's how we do it. Sim.
And right now, I'm also considering doing that. Maybe trying that Kickstarter. I don't know, like Bill Tucci is doing.
I'm gonna tell you,
but you know, one thing I have to say: if I do it, everything that gets unlocked on Kickstarter, everybody on the Go gets for free. I don't give a fuck.
I just want you to know, I'm going to tell you the same thing I'm telling everybody else. You go over there and make 10K.
Mm-hmm.
That $1,000 would build a really awesome webpage.
Dude, I've told you that a long time ago. Every time I hear you saying that,
we've been saying this shit forever.
That's what I'm saying. Every time I hear you saying that lately, it's like you going next to me, giving me a slap behind the head. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, because you and I have been the proponent for promoting yourself for the longest time.
Yep.
Everybody, you got to realize by now, if you've done a campaign, you do your own promotion.
Yeah, why do you think I invested into a 3D printer? I invested into having my web store. Like right now, the next phase would be having a fully built freaking website. Hopefully, do the same thing for Red Label Indie Comic Showcase, so it could be a fully website.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys do the promotion.
There's also Bancroft doing the CG now, and there's what's his name, a Pixel Trader who had something called IndieCron.
IndieCron, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot going on. You know, the Madness is more loosely based. Just everybody come promote, and that's whether it's your show or your book or whatever. You know, it's comic related. And that's the whole point. Is like I want people to promote their podcasts, their websites, everything. Okay. For me, I look at it like I can do a launch party for Sim. It doesn't matter where Sim's book is.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I can do a launch party for Sim, whether it's a website, Indiegogo, Kickstarter, Amazon, up his butt. It doesn't matter.
It's one of the things I was saying, like Shopify, you can do crowdfunding. Like I've been saying that for a while, but the only thing it's all on that. And that it's like, do I trust them with the info of the banking info and the credit card info of my people? And that's when I'm like, I don't know. I need to do some research. And like I said, I'm one person, and they're like Inkslayer, we're more than one, but I'm one person doing the Sim shit.
They will.
Do they make weed coffee? Asking for a friend.
They will.
Weed coffee. Really? Is that a thing, Bassmaster Dan?
Well, I'm looking at like we all wake and bake anyway. Coffee and
I have no clue what you're talking about. No clue.
Yeah, I don't know either. Excuse me for a second.
Yeah, it's past 5, so it's like 4:20.
Oh, I caught 4:20. That was when me and Rich and Doc were out here.
I think it was funny that I was the first one to do a freaking tier for 420. And I didn't make a tier for 420. I made a tier that was 420.
We had a 420 print that you could only get if you back on or before 420.
Yeah, but that was for the event of 420. I mean, like I said, it was a tier that was $420.
Yeah, no, I can't charge that much for anything.
Grinding as we speak. Yes, sir.
Yes. And Death Pusher popped, like I said, he popped in the last minute last night and just slid in under the wire and got himself a copy of Tale of the Pale Rider.
Check my screen for a second. Beacon just sent me something. A little panel. Hold on. Let me do this. Maybe I can show you a little bit more like this. No, I can't. It won't even let me zoom in. Anyways, that's the first panel of one of the first panels of Murder Doll getting colored. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go.
There you go.
I love the picture.
7, yo.
Mm-hmm. And as you can see, there's a damaged ship heading towards the place. And that's how it starts.
And that's like a floating big screen over there. What's up?
Yep, that's what it is. It's like gonna say what it is.
Big old traffic sign. Y'all go this way. You go that way.
No, it's more warning. Stay away. It's more like that's what's gonna be on it. It's more like it's a security station. It's
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah, it's a big
Okay.
security space station. This
And
is
these
technically
guys are
warning.
trying to
Get out, or we're
infiltrate
about to shoot you, motherfucker.
and,
Type of
and they're
thing.
trying to infiltrate it in their fake damaged ship. I get it.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. There's a pretty wounded lady in there that
I
doesn't
don't
look
know
at
anything
all like
about it.
Lawani.
These are just my deductive my deductive thoughts. I know nothing. I do know that you were drawing a picture of Zed and Crom that was cool as hell, though. I know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did start working on it. Hold on. Do I have it here somewhere? Should be there.
If you don't know who Zed is, you should. Yeah, see Zed and Crom at the party. Yeah.
Boom.
Look at that. Those guys got to be semi-related, bro.
I just thought, it's our two. Zed is the smoke, is the pothead in the Nadverse kind of thing. It's not pothead. He is.
Yeah.
And it's his best friend, right? And you'll figure it out why, right? This is Crom, and I'm like, come on, they have to smoke a stoogie, drink some beers, and they're at the strip bar with Garfield, Alf, watching Lola Bunny, and behind I was thinking of doing Gadget from the Rescue Rangers.
Do you think that Jessica Rabbit should be up there too?
I don't know. She's not anthropomorphic. I was trying to stay with the,
okay,
the type of like furish goblin type of like, not human.
Right. Okay.
Like I even thought of putting what's the name? Gizmo? Was it Gizmo? No.
Gizmo from the Flintstones?
Yeah. Like the little fucking floating alien there?
Yeah, the little green dude.
Gazoo.
Yeah, well,
Gazoo. His name was
there you go.
Gazoo. Yeah.
I got a thing for little green things anyway.
And maybe I'll put Gizmo as well with Spike on the other side, or them both having a beer because I don't know, they're buddy after the movie.
Daisy Duck, dude.
But first thing came to mind was with all the thing that was happening. I'm like, let's do Lola Bunny, showing her shit.
How do you get it? How do you get a thong on Daisy Duck? Oh, shit.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking of doing, and like I do it sometimes when I jump in doing your stream, doing the doodle streams. I think it's Saturday morning you do them, no Sunday morning.
Dude, too much.
So eventually, I'll slowly but surely I'll get it done. It's a fun little piece. That could do a nice little postcard,
Dude, that's just funny. It's great. I love it. I love that Crom took on a life of his own, and we're still gonna fucking push through even if we have to do it again, but it's gonna be done differently. We're gonna. I'm not gonna be the one doing it. I shouldn't have been the one anyway. But he's gonna be. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna get him back out here. I promise.
There's another something I'm working on. And that little swimsuit special that the Diaz brothers are doing.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm doing a piece for it.
Nice.
And obviously, Nat is not being serious. He's having a nice bathing suit with his logo on it, and he's doing the Tarzan rope while those are strutting their shit. And you see Zed smoking his G there, drinking his beer in his little dinosaur floater, and you have Bob going like, seriously? Like he's in there like if it's deep, and he's just there like, so that he's about to hit the ground, and then you have the big worm coming.
Worm?
Yeah, the big sea worm.
That's a serpent.
Okay, it's a sea worm.
No, see, worms.
And you have a tree-eyed crab there.
Oh, dude, somebody should be stepping on the crab. Just saying,
So you have Luwani with our
crabs,
perfectly
crawling up the crabs all the time. You know what's up.
You have Luwani with a perfect set of abs. You have Rose here, that's more athletic, and you have her. That's yeah. If you haven't read Tales from Anotherverse, you know who Elrica is.
Yep.
You already know how badass she is.
Yep.
And hold on, let me show you if I can show you guys something else.
Bassmaster Dan.
The ocean is a toilet.
Yeah, it's a garbage can. It's a dumpster. It's, it's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, okay, I got it censored so I can show it. There you go. I just wanted to make sure I had it fully censored. So yeah, there's ass titty and Tales from the Maverick. There's a lot of fan service. There's no porn, but a lot of fan service.
I'm not Indiegogo. First off,
I'm
not Indiegogo. I won't censor you. I just tell you, don't leave it up there too long. Flash. Oh.
And so you have a little Howard the Duck blush with Cerberus. No, Cerebus. Cerebus. And you have a little Alita, Heavy Metal 2. And obviously it's censored. Sorry about the res there, because I had to lower down the res to censor that shit. But that's Luani when she's the full-on metal Valkyrie. So let's just say Luani is shaped like an MMA fighter. She could fuck your day up.
Luani is sweet. That's why I tell you, stay out of my grotto.
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling you, but your drone just keeps flying on in there taking pictures and shit.
Like seriously, the ocean are the Earth's septic system. It's where the Earth poops.
It's where the Earth's poop goes, that's for sure.
And that's where life comes from. Weird enough.
Yeah, we crawled up out of there. Isn't that amazing? We're poop. We're Earth poop.
Or there's the other study that's saying that maybe we weren't finished, but it's all related to the little protein that's in the water. So we all come from that anyhow, no matter what it is.
We're
primordial goop.
Yeah, we're amoeba.
Yeah. We're all cells. We just decided to become overly complex.
Yeah. We identify as we're just amoeba. We're just amoeba that identify as human beings.
Yeah, in the big scheme of everything, we're just a bunch of cells just stacking up over each other, trying to overcompensate for and pretending they're taller than the other one, and we just ended up being so big.
Oh man, it's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible. We're just...
Yeah. Oh, does that make us the blob?
Yeah, but I'm not ingesting anybody else, okay?
You're saying that, but you eat cows.
That's not a anybody. That's a anything. They don't identify as human. They identify as food. You see? That was what they chose when they were a little tiny cell that started building upon it. Said, I want to be food.
I'm not investing all those cells and brains. I will do it in massive muscles.
Yeah, I'm more apt to believe that myself. Sticking to alien. There you go.
We are Stardust.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I wouldn't be surprised,
I mean,
the big meteor crash and where the speck of dust that was part of that mixed here and decided to mutate into something else, and now we rule the goddamn world.
I just look at the thousands of years that we were just fine with horses getting us where we were going. The thousands of years that we were just fine with horses getting us where we were going, and then all of a sudden,
you think they were fine.
And then all of a sudden, in 150 years, we went from horses to outer space. You're going to tell me that just happened on natural evolution after thousands of years of riding on horses? Yeah, alien intervention for sure. Can I say? I believe they pushed our evolution along, that we weren't going anywhere as a species, and they came down. They grabbed people like Ben and people like Tesla, and they, suggestions.
I was I was researching for something the other day, and I discovered like someone, a researcher, discovered like one of the things that's kind of weird, right? It's that the Cro-Magnons, like the Neanderthals, right? They were here for a fucking long time.
Yeah, and then they're just gone.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So you're telling me they did nothing? They were here longer than all of the other species before us and us, but they don't have nothing? They never built nothing? Huh. Like maybe, we just haven't found it.
Well, I mean, or they didn't want us to find it. I mean, I don't know. I'm one of them tinfoil hat wearing motherfuckers.
Yeah, like it's one of the things. Like I don't. How can I say? I don't really do with like all those freaking crazy like how do you call them again? The words escaping my mouth. Not propaganda. I'm looking for conspiracies theories. No, but I love them because to me, storytelling wise, it's fucking great. I love it. It's like I'm sorry, like I don't believe there's a lot of them I don't believe, but I will watch videos about it because I like the rents. I like
source material, huh?
Yeah, it's source material. It's fucking yeah.
That's what I do. I sit here and I'll hear something and I'll try and figure out the ways it could be true, and the ways it's false. You know what I mean? But I mean, sometimes those scales don't work in way up the way you think.
I'll just say I want to believe.
I love to believe shit, and I love when it turns out that something's true, that everybody went, oh, that's bullshit, and then you find out 20 years later that it actually happened, and you go, I knew that shit happened. I told everybody that shit happened. That's when the tinfoil hat turns into a little gold crown for a minute. I love those.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot. It's been happening to me a lot in the last few years. A lot of my friends are like, dude, son, you were fucking right. I'm like, I'll tell you, I would tell you I told you so, but right now it feels really fucking bad. I wish I was wrong.
Here we go. I can show you a dragon with a fish in its mouth in northern Africa.
Really?
Is it a sea dragon? Or is it a land beast? Or is it a air beast? I want to know. I want to know.
And what type of dragon? Like, Commodore dragon? Komodo dragon, I think they're called.
Komodo?
I used to have one of those water dragons. I love those water dragons. They're fucking awesome, dude. Like those and the bearded ones. Dude, they're great as pets. They're great. They're fucking awesome.
Cool. Yep.
My water dragon, like Dexter, his name was Dexter, and I love the fuck out of him, dude. Even the kids to this day, like they're still like when I told them like I'm thinking of buying another lizard, they look at me, no, not another one. Not yet. I'm like, wow. But dude, that he would climb on my back, like I would be sitting down drawing, right? And he would come on my back, go on my shoulder, give me kisses on the low, and just watch me draw. Sometimes jump on the table and just place himself above the drawing and hold my paper. Oh, dude, they were great pets. It's Behemoth killing Leviathan.
We had a couple of those. I think they're called bichers in the aquarium, and they look like sea dragons, little serpents with spines all down the back. In dragon face. I mean, it's cool. Let me see. Past Master Dan, you got to send me that picture, bro.
Yep.
You got to send me that picture. I got to see.
I want to see that too.
He says an air beast. It's Behemoth killing Leviathan. It has the digestive system of a bird. Okay. Okay, he's an avian, avian. But, I mean, birds are kind of reptiles anyway, right?
I'm sorry, I just got a message from Mike Barron.
From who?
Mike Barron.
Mike Barron?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Nothing. I'm just grabbing Nexus Grumondo, and I want the new Nexus comic that he published, and I'm like, he gave me the price. I'm like, oh, awesome! I'm taking it. Send it to Chris for me, and so it's cheaper for the shipping.
Yeah. Did you get triplets?
And I asked him to if I could get him signed, and he said yes. No, I did not get triplets. I'm actually thinking of maybe getting it twice. Now I'm thinking, but for Chris.
No, I mean I got the book Nexus Triplets. That's the last one I got.
No, it's Gormendo and I don't know if it's triplets. The comic book that he did with what's his name? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
The new one.
Oh, the new one with Kelsey?
Yeah, Kelsey Shannon, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
That's the one I want.
Was triplets. And
which one's triplets? Is that a comic or is it a novel?
Yeah, it's a comic. You just got to keep up with Mike, bro, because he's all over the freaking place. I'm just saying, you'll find out. You'll hear about a book.
I'm still getting over the fact that I'm buddy with Mike Barron. Okay, it still does not compute. Like sometimes, like he sends me a message, I turn around today, I'm like, dude, it's like that day I got a message from Juan Ramirez, the guy that did the art on Meta Barons.
Mm-hmm.
Guy sends me a message saying that my stuff's cool because I posted something about how he fucking inspired me, and then he sends me a private message on Facebook. I was like, and that was like maybe like a few months before he passed, or something like that, and I was like, oh shit.
Yep. The day that Mike Barron sent me his phone number, call me, Pops. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I mean, that was like, dude, that blew me away. It was like he didn't just want to talk in email or in chat on Facebook or whatever. Like, here's my phone number, Pops.
Oh, dude, I'll say it. I've said it before, and I'm sure you heard me say it, but he is on the top of my list of those writers I'd like to be able to hire and write a short story for, or something for that, or yeah.
I would love
definitely, dude, awesome. Like, come on, yeah.
I'd love to be able to have Mike write a crime story.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it was with existing characters that he's already done, like Smokes the Fox or whatever, I'd love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Geez, can you see it? A Smokes Zed crossover written by Mike freaking Barron.
It's like another one I always wanted to see would get Chuck Dixon.
Oh, those two are buds too.
I know. And Chuck Dixon wrote a lot of those fucking Alien Nation. I know that Barron wrote a few too. And obviously, why the hell do you? I want them to at least write one story, like I'll give them the plot. I don't just write it. I want them to be like, dude, I have a story from the people that Alien Legions. It's freaking awesome, dude. It's one of my favorite series. If you don't know it, it's freaking awesome. And the Del Keans covers all the rage. Yeah, I don't follow the rage.
If Dale wants to do a cover for Cromniverse, he's more than welcome.
Yeah, that would be fucking great.
I mean, but guess what? Pops ain't got nobody to pay nobody to do shit. It's all about, everybody's got to promote themselves.
To be quite honest, the one I want, like I'm telling you, like if I can make over 10K on this campaign, I'm hiring the guy for Tales from the Nightverse 3. I'm getting him to do a cover. I want freaking Ruckafort. That's the guy. That's the guy I want to do a cover for Tales from the Nightverse.
Yeah.
There was him, and I would have liked to get Liam Sharp because Liam Sharp told me he would.
Get him before Malin.
Probably. I'll pull the Buddy Canuck card. And I'll get it before.
The whole thing is that if Malin really wanted Dale to do a cover, he could pay him. I'm sure
he offered him $3,000 for the cover on stream, I think.
Yeah, but was he serious?
I don't know.
Yeah, nobody knows. Behind the scenes, if Malin really wants Dale to do a cover, Malin can pay Dale to do a cover, and Dale will do it.
I don't get involved with other people's business. I just laugh at it from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, these guys all know each other, and they're all friendly with each other. If they want to work together, they will. It's they're all.
Yeah, but it's also entertaining and it's good fun. Like if they're doing it, like it's like me, I see it as mentoring. But you know, it
Exactly.
could be bantering. It could be a real thing. To me, I was just like, it's your thing. Oh, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a cover for him soon. I'm pretty sure it's just fun and play.
Yeah, it is. They like I said, they're all friendly. They all know they work together with each other whenever they want, and they will.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. But
This
me,
is
it's
a
Rocca
build-up thing, you guys. This is a build-up thing. They're building up the interest by denying you, the fan, this cover by Dale Keown on a mail-in book. And then when it happens as a stretch goal or something, y'all fork out the money. I'm just saying, it's marketing, yo.
And I'm pretty sure like Rocafort is pricing around 5 to 1,000.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ain't no.
Like, yeah. And I don't want to bother him unless I have that type of money to be able to throw out just before asking that guy. It's the same with Liam Sharp. Liam Sharp told me he'd be interested, but I don't want to knock at his door before I have at least $1,000 to $2,000 to go. Okay, how much do you want?
And that's the same with my ask. I'm not going to ask Mike Barron to write a story for me till I can pay him to write a story for me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But when I can, yeah, I'll ask Mike Barron to write a crime story. Hell yes, I will. I know.
That's like, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, dude, man. I asked Liam Sharp, and he said he'd be interested. The only thing is, would I want it in black and white or painted? Get it? How much do I want to put into it? What would I do? And I'm sorry, I've been a fan of freaking Rocafort since I've seen his art in Cyberforce. There's something about his art that just speaks to me. I just love the dynamic of it. I have the Madame Mirage series. I love his fucking Hunter Killer when he took over, and it's fucking sick. And I don't know, I would just love to see a full cover of the Nadverse with him. Like, if I could afford it, I'd hire him to do a full short story. But I don't think I can.
Mm-hmm.
But Liam Sharp, dude, if you know who that guy is, that would mean that I'm getting a guy from 2000 AD that did some that did Death Head 2, did some Green Lantern, to come do a cover for Not the Merc. So yeah, that's why you see me trying to hype up my campaign and trying to bring more money, because I need to invest more money. Yes, Kenneth fucking slays.
Yep, Kenneth is killer for sure. Something about Spanish sensibilities. I don't know nothing about that. Sounds racist. Sim, thanks for coming out, bro. It's like 6:30. It's getting almost 6:30. I'm gonna do my usual thing and play my.
Sorry about my few little rants.
Oh no, dude. Look. Today's whole show started out as a rant, dude. I mean, Rich was hot about somebody that is already exploiting a George Perez cover on their indie book.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, it was bad. We said our piece. We didn't we didn't say his name, but it was just like, man, that's like, let the family mourn for a little while before you start trying to capitalize on his death, please.
Dude,
please.
It's one of the things. Like I used to support Aspen Comics, and getting somebody to draw exactly like Michael Turner to promote stuff, I don't like the idea. Get it? I don't like somebody trying to reproduce Michael Turner's style and shit to try and sell your books. I'm sorry. Get somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like, it was just, I thought it was in bad taste, and we talked about it. We didn't say what book it was. We didn't say who it was. And you're trying to take money off nobody's table, but you won't be seeing me promote that particular book. Just saying. I think it's in bad taste. Let the man's family mourn for a little while. And the part that really bothered me, Sim, is that they said they had this cover done for a year. And it's like they waited until he passed and dropped it.
Yeah, but dude, there's a lot of people that would say like they just did it. They said they'd done it like 2 years ago, just so people won't say they just did it.
No, but see, that just makes it creepier for me. That means you sat on it until he died.
I know, but I know.
That's fucking even worse, dude.
Mm-hmm. That's why I just don't do assumptions. I just like you just said. If I don't agree with something or I don't like something, I just don't promote or support it.
Yeah, I can't. I won't.
I just can't. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Wooly? I ain't seen you in a bit. What's up?
What's up? Hey, mate.
Wooly, there's still a spot for CromCon at the end of the month if you want it. It's like one left. I ain't even been talking about it just in case somebody comes to me and goes, "Hey, man, you're the spot."
Pass my down. You are beautiful. I don't care what the internet says.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's all about love, about comics here, and you know.
Yeah, that is exactly what it is.
And we each have what we like, what we don't like. We all have quirks and other. And the main thing is, do your thing, and don't be a douche about it.
There you
go. And you know, sometimes you have to express yourself.
Yeah, sometimes. I bring Rich out and I let him go. Oh, somebody's mad. Ooh. Uh-oh, somebody pushed the little guy. He's mad. All right.
Yep.
You know what's up. Grandkids, yo.
It's it's about to go. It's about time to hit the smackdown.
Yep. It's dinner time. Time to bring them all in and sit them down anyway. So. Thanks for watching, everybody. Pathmaster Dan, you know what's up. Wooly, good to see you. The Ninja, everybody that was in the chat watching, you know, Raven and Doc and Rich and Sim, appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, Tuesday Morning Brew, who knows what we'll be talking about. That's why I love this show. You just never know. You guys have a great day. I will talk to you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. You know what's up.
Later, after this.
Oh, go ahead.
I just said later after this because there's some people, you know, speaking French in the chat, so I'm trying to do the bilingual thing.
All right, cool. Y'all be cool. We will see you tomorrow morning. And this has been the Monday Madness.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit